Members, additional comments or questions? Senator Miles, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Let me ask the obvious question, Mr. Chairman. Why are we not hearing testimony on the substitute map?
Well, as I mentioned, we've already had testimony from over 200 people on redistricting, and then we had 43 people testify just the other day on SB4. This is the companion to SB4, and it's been very common practice in the Senate forever that if it's a companion bill and you've already had a hearing on it and already had a lot of testimony, that you do not have to take public or do not need to take public testimony again when you're considering the companion in the committee. So the parliamentarian has affirmed this, and again, it's common practice. We do a lot of times every session when companion bills catch up.
Would you agree, Mr. Chairman, two things? That one, this is not an ordinary situation, that we're in this rigged district?
I think we're the process we're taking for redistricting in this special session is the common practice that we have taken in every redistricting session that I've been a part of.
Okay. Would you agree that by us voting on a committee substitute on which no testimony can be given or was given in the House, we are actually shutting out even more constituents from this process?
No, not at all. As I said, we've had over 200 people testify during the course of the last 6 weeks or so.
But the substitute is making some changes. Is that correct?
It is different. It is different than the companion SB4.
And would you agree with me that we're not allowing constituents to comment on the differences that you just agreed that we're making?
No, I think anybody, the public portal is still open. Anyone can still file comments about it, and they can, of course, reach out to us. And we're just taking the same process that we use all the time on all different types of bills and subject matters with regard to when a companion bill catches up with the bill filed before the Senate.
Okay, let me move on, Mr. Chairman. Chairman Hunter insinuated that the public was lucky that hearings on these maps were held at all. I'm going to quote him. He said, in quotes, "We held 3 public hearings. We are not required to hold those hearings." With redistricting affecting about 31 million people in this state overwhelmingly without their consent, do you agree on that statement, Mr. Chairman?
I think we held 6 hearings in the Senate, and with regard to the 2020 redistricting data upon which this is based, I think there's been a total of 21 hearings in the Senate over the course of, since 2020. And so I think we've had a tremendous amount of input. I think we had over 3,800 clicks to the online when we were doing our teleconference hearings. And then again, just for SB4 in this special, we had 70-something people, I believe, register to testify, and we had, I think it was 43, give us testimony on the companion to HB4.
So are you saying that you agree with him or you don't agree with that statement?
No, I think we've had quite a bit of testimony, and
so you don't agree with that statement?
well, I'm not saying whether I agree with it or disagree with it. I'd have to ask you to read it to me again, but and I didn't hear him say that.
I'll be happy to, Mr. Chairman.
Please.
Chairman Hunter stated, "We held 3 public hearings. We are not required to hold those hearings." And my question to you was, with redistricting about to affect over 31 million people statewide, overwhelmingly with their consent, do you agree with that statement?
I can only speak for the Senate. I believe we've had a sufficient number of hearings before the Senate.
Sufficient answer. Mr. Chairman, Chairman Hunter also stated on yesterday that he consulted with counsel to make sure that this new map was VRA compliant. You also stated that you wouldn't vote on a map unless it was the lawyer had told you it was VRA compliant. Do you still stand by that statement, Mr. Chairman?
I do.
Thank you. And 2 more questions, Mr. Chairman. According to the Texas Legislative Council, as of this moment, 38.6% of those voting age population in District 9 is black. In newly created District 9, only 10.2% of the voting age population is black. This is a negative change, Mr. Chairman, of 28.4%. Does that 28.4% drop in black voting population seem race blind to you?
So I haven't looked at any racial data. You mentioned citizen voting age population, or CVAP. I haven't looked at CVAP. I will tell you that CVAP is not really census data. CVAP is an annual estimate. It is very problematic in its accuracy. But this map is based on 2020 data. And again, I haven't looked at racial data myself. I did ask our council to give HB4 engrossed a very good scrubbing. They have reported back to me that it complies with all applicable law, which of course would include the VRA.
So this is the House map, and you're saying that you didn't look at it, Mr. Chairman, before you brought it to us?
I learned about it probably when you did on Monday, when it was presented. I learned about the changes then, and before I took a hard look at it, I asked our council to scrub it and to tell me whether or not it was legally sufficient. When they did, then I tried to do a deep dive into it, and that deep dive is what I tried to relate in my opening remarks.
Okay. So just so we're clear on something, Mr. Chairman, a 28.4% drop in black population in the redo of District 9. It's just coincidental, and that you're saying that this is not race-based.
Again, I haven't looked at any racial data, and I have tried very hard to not do anything that was race-based.
Okay. Let's go on to District 18. According to Ledge Council, again, Mr. Chairman, District 18, which hasn't had real representation for almost a year now, would go from 34% of voting age population being African American to 45%. All of this happening while Hispanic votes age population dropped 7.7% from 3.9 to 32%, and the Anglo population dropping 4.7 from 19.4% to 14.7%. Would you agree that it very much looks like, based on the data, that we are just packing African American voting into District 18, moving everyone else out?
I can't respond with regard to racial data. What I can tell you is that I'm told that, or I'm aware that CD 18 should still perform very strong as a Democrat district.
It should. That's a correct statement, Mr. Chairman. Senator King, my objection to this racist rigged districting does not change with this new map. In fact, my opposition gets even stronger because now it's obvious that we're packing Senate District 18, and it's obvious that these maps are actually they're not race blind, as you stated they are, but now there is literally zero opportunity for public to have any input in this map. You break up communities but take no responsibility for them, as my counterpart said, and I will be giving a no vote on this and any other committee substitute that comes before this committee, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for now.
Thank you.